Hi and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the Sky Lounge South at Tokyo Haneda Airport on my recent visit in April 2025. I'm going to review the overall feel of the lounge, the food and the drink, and the facilities. The Sky Lounge South is located in Tokyo Haneda Airport Terminal 3 and is a priority pass lounge which you can access if you have a card. After clearing immigration, simply turn right and then begin your walk. The Sky Lounge South is located near Gate 108, which is one of the further gates from where you clear immigration, so be prepared for about a 5 to 10 minute walk. Upon reaching Gate 108, go through those black doors on the right. The lounge itself is actually down a level, so upon arrival, the first thing you do is step into an elevator. As you can see, the lounge is quite small and has a sort of wavy pattern on the ceiling. That said, it didn't get that busy during my stay. A wide variety of drinks are on offer, including coffee, which is from this coffee machine that can make various different drinks, like lattes or espressos. You also have an impressive selection of drinks, including wine and spirits, which are a mix of Western and Japanese. It was great to see things like a Japanese gin and a Japanese whiskey on offer. They also had several drinks that I have no idea what they are, because I don't speak Japanese. If you have any idea what this bottle is, please let me know in the comments. I'm really curious to know. In addition to the wine and spirits, they had one of those Japanese self-pouring beer machines, and also a soft drink machine that operates from a single nozzle and various buttons to select your drink. The beer glasses were kept chilled in this cabinet, which was a nice touch. Moving on to the food section, one thing that I was particularly impressed to see was that they not only had an ice cream fridge, but it was stocked with Häagen-Dazs ice cream. For a priority pass lounge to have Häagen-Dazs, this was really impressive. They also had a decent selection of hot food available if you wanted something hot. I'll be honest, this wasn't the widest variety of food, but it was very much to my taste. They had rice onigiris available, chicken karaage, noodles, sausages. Up here, they had pre-made pork cutlet sandwiches and macarons, which were surprisingly fresh. They also had edamame beans, various pastries and danishes. And if you wanted something super quick and satisfying, they had cup noodles and miso soup in a cup. Hey, if you're enjoying the video so far, please subscribe. Moving around, you can see that there was a decent amount of seating available, and this was very comfortable. Definitely not the largest lounge, but it never really got that busy. They also had its own departure board, so you didn't have to go outside to check the status of your flight. I took a seat on one of the tables over here. In terms of overall vibe, this lounge was very peaceful and quiet. I'll give you my concluding thoughts at the end though, once I've eaten the food. For my food, I had one of the pork cutlet sandwiches, 3 of the macarons, which I believe were vanilla, pistachio and lemon flavour, 3 pieces of a chicken karaage. I also went for a drink of my typical Diet Coke, and I got one of the pots of vanilla Häagen-Dazs ice cream. Look, I wasn't too hungry because it was early in the morning, I had a flight to catch, and I'd already eaten something else in another lounge before I came over here. But this food was small, simple and tasty. The pork cutlet sandwich was delicious, the macarons were fresh, and the chicken karaage had a great flavour to it. One thing to be aware, this lounge has a smoking room on the top floor. Handy if you're a smoker, not relevant if you're not. Also on the top floor, I was impressed to see they had showers available. These are on request at the staff at the front desk. Inside the shower room is a small sink, a hairdryer, which is always handy, and the shower itself was decently appointed. Small, but large enough, came with all the toiletries you need, and very crucially, a detachable shower head. I'm always super impressed when a priority pass lounge has a shower. Showers in lounges, for me, as I've said before, are like home insurance. You don't need it 99% of the time, but when you do, it's an absolute godsend. Once you're finished with the shower, simply leave, lock it up, and hand the keys back to the reception. Overall, I was impressed with this lounge. Look, it's not the biggest, it's not the fanciest, and it doesn't have the widest variety of food and drink available. But for a priority pass lounge, to come in, grab a coffee, grab some Japanese foods, maybe try a Japanese spirit, and heck, even have a shower, it was great. Being realistic, It's not going to stack up against any of the great business or first class lounges in Haneda Airport or around Asia generally. But for a priority pass lounge, this is a very solid offering and one of my personal favourites to visit.